Mele Kalikimaka. Joyeux Noël. Merry Christmas to you. Okay. This weekend is going to be, well, as a matter of fact, tomorrow is going to be Christmas Eve. But then also happy Hanukkah for those who are celebrating that kind of holidays. Okay. Today's words and idioms. The first idioms for today is all in all. For example, okay, when I was a high school or college, university, even graduate school student, I got once a low grade in one subject, but all in all, I was a pretty good student, and that's the truth. Well, all in all means everything being sort of taken into account or considered in summary. Another sentence, for example, a few things went wrong, but all in all, the party was quite successful. Something like that. Means considering everything, but then things were okay, that kind of thing. All right. Now, just a minute. I think this is a stupid clubs. Yes, it's not a mirror image. Sometimes it's, mirror image and you cannot read it. So I'm glad I didn't make a mistake. Sometimes I do that. Okay, now, the second idiom is to pass out. One is to lose consciousness. The other one is to distribute, like a physical action, something like that. For example, Alberto, a good friend of mine, started to get out of bed, but he was still so weak from his illness that he passed out on the floor. My goodness. Or the bartender explained that the customer had just drunk her second beer when she passed out. So those are kind of losing consciousness. Okay. And a different kind of passing out is like this. Please help me pass out the test kits. Everyone should receive one. Something like many test kits means the set someone is carrying and saying, please help me passing, these sets out for other people because I cannot hold them any longer by myself. Something like that. Okay. Today's words. Well, I'm going to give you three of them, baby. One is urban. That means of having to do with cities or town. Do you live in an urban area? Maybe suburban area? Or perhaps a rural area? Yeah? A rural means countryside. And the suburbs are kind of like not too far from urban area, but kind of like between urban areas and the rural areas. That's suburbans. I like living in the suburbs. What about you? For example, many businesses open offices as well as factories in urban areas so that people can commute those places more easily than going to countryside or rural areas, right? But then urban areas, that's, many buildings and a big population. That means many people live there. And many parking lots and all that. There's no more space for any companies, factories, offices. So they are moving far away from the urban area. Like where I live here, many universities, I'm sure they used to be in urban areas. But now, many people moved in, the school gets smaller, and well, that means not a school gets too small for too many students. And the school gets bigger because they're going to create new courses and new buildings, etc. So they once moved to very far away from urban areas, but then students do not want to commute daily basis, taking too long time. So many universities are again coming back to urban areas recently. That's what I see now. Okay, another one. Another word is population. The population of the world has reached 8 billion this year. That means year 2022, 8 billion. And okay, China and India have the largest population of any country, right? Perhaps 15, so 1.5 billion, 1.5 billion, 3 billion maybe. So 3/8 of the world population live in China and India. Wow, 8 billion. I think it is overpopulated, unfortunately. Then, we're still having the COVID-19 pandemic. Yet, it didn't help reducing the world population. Instead, it's increasing much faster than people are dying. And that's true. Okay. The last word, okay, I like this one better maybe. Frank. It means free in expressing one's real opinions, thoughts, or feelings. Or another meaning is not hiding anything in one's mind. That means honest. Okay, for example, don't underestimate the value of being frank with one another. I think it's a very important value, I believe. Don't you think? Another thing is like, okay, people liked him because they know he would be frank with them. Do you know those kind of people? I like those kind of people who can speak to you frankly. Okay, that's all about it. And again, Merry Christmas. And I'll see you just before next year. Take care. Good night or goodbye.